during this event, there will be no cooldown. Basically, so literally any NFT that you want to, go through this mentoring process, you can immediately do it 3 times.
And on top of that, you do still have the 5-day period, so you can't just breed your Axie 3 times in one day. Or your Axie, your Cyball. Holy balls. Let's go again.
Welcome back to Unix Patch Notes, where we talk about news and happenings in the crypto gaming world. Kareem, my friend, how you doing, man?
Hey, Sally. I'm great. Thanks for asking. Today, we're talking about Cyball because we've got some pretty important information regarding the upcoming event.
So there was an update or an announcement from Cyball that should have happened this week at an event, and they moved it to next week to the 22nd of March. It's a mentoring event, man.
Those of you who don't know, mentoring is essentially the Cyball equivalent of Axie's breeding, right? Where you take your existing Cyblocks and breed them to create new Cyblocks. And during this event, what they're doing is that normally when you do mentoring, there would be a 5-day cooldown between the time that you mentored the first and the second and then the third, right? But during this event, they're going to remove that cooldown period so you can get all of your breeding done or your mentoring done in one go.
Hey, don't worry, man. Breeding, mentoring, it is the same thing, but we are used with breeding. It's all good. Yeah. On top of that, you mentioned already there will be no cooldown, just the NFTs, right? Or the Cyballs you will get, they will be in a capsule, and it will take 5 days for them, to hatch or to get out of the capsule, so you can literally use them to play or again to mentor, right?
Mm-hmm. And these capsules are also NFTs. Like you could either wait for them to hatch, hatch them or whatever, or you could sell them as capsules.
Exactly. But this selling as capsules, they will introduce it literally on this event, I think. So,
yeah. I mean, I think the whole capsules, everything about it is being introduced. Like there was no breeding or mentoring before. So this is the introduction of the mentoring program. And during the first week of mentoring being live, there's going to be, all these massive discounts and changes like no cooldowns and reduced prices for mentoring. And tell us about the prices. Like, why is it so beneficial and I guess more cost efficient to do it during the breeding event?
Exactly. Look, man, during this breeding event, the cost mentoring event, the cost will literally, the CBT cost stays the same. They will always be at 500. But the BUSD, though, so the second part of the cost, the BUSD, it will always increase with each breed, each mentorship by $100.
Yeah.
So, man, I would like to keep this, man. Keep these bits and pieces that we don't do wrong, like mentoring, breeding. It's
mentoring,
kind of funny.
Meebing.
So basically, during this event, the cost will be like 500 CBT for each breed. So for each breed count or mentor count, again, breed, you got stuck with this Axie thing. And the only thing that increases is actually the BUSD part, right? It always increases by $100. So when I did the calculation with the current CBT price, it comes like to around 1K for all 3 breeds or mentorings. Now, what will happen after these 5 days? After these 5 days, the BUSD cost stay at $100 for each step, but the CBT cost, they explode, man. Like literally from 500 to 3K, then to 9K. It's like really.
Yeah, I mean, if you're already into Cyball, or if you're looking for a new play and earn game to get into, this would be a pretty good time to start. If you've already got, not financial advice, but if you've got them, this is definitely a pretty good chance for you to mint some new characters to play with.
During this event, there will be no cooldown. Basically, right. So literally any NFT that you want to, go through this mentoring process, you can immediately do it 3 times.
You can use a single Cyblock to breed, or you can use a pair of Cyblocks to breed. So obviously, if you're using a pair, you have a higher chance of getting a higher rarity card or a higher tiered card with better stats than if you use one. But the trade-off is you have less overall breeds. Let's say you're starting out with bronze Cyblocks. If you use 2 bronze Cyblocks, you have a 0.06 chance of breeding a legendary, which is like literally a complete another species. I mean, we're going to talk about the starting stats here. The highest level of bronze is literally the starting level of legendary. So that is a significant difference.
Also, the price of them is also significant. Let's go. Let's not be.
Yeah, it's a massive price difference. All on top of that, it's also a massive multiplier in the earning capability.
Exactly.
We need to get our hands on some Cyblocks.
Look, there's one thing that I also want to mention. For example, right? If you do the single mentoring itself, you can just buy yourself a bronze and single mentor it 3 times, right? Because you have an 88% chance to get a bronze. So you cannot go lower anyways, but you still have a 10% chance to get a silver out of it and a small 1.8% to get a gold. A floor, I think the floor bronze was $560 the last time I checked. 3 times mentoring during the event will be $1,050. So let's say the approximate 1.6K, right? Yeah. But you will get in a total then of 4 NFTs. You have the one that you use for mentoring, and you will get 3 additional ones. And if we assume that all 3 that you got are still bronze, you're still over 2K worth, but you paid only 1.6K for it. So kind of you get 1 for free.
Yeah, well, free is a strong word, but yeah. And
I said kinda, okay?
Yeah, okay. But and you never know where the prices are going to go, whether it's up or down, right? You never know. Again, not financial advice, but if you're interested in the gameplay, you got more characters to play with, and you need 3 to play. So
I have a suggestion.
Just play with one, right?
I have a suggestion, man. In-depth game review. We're gonna do one on Cyball, and then we were gonna release it next week. During this event, that was pretty great, where we talk about literally more about the gameplay, about stats, tactics. I checked it out. I think I'm gonna beat your ass, by the way, but
I doubt it.
We'll see. And we're gonna definitely do an additional video on top of that. So stay tuned, guys.
What happened yesterday? Don't forget what happened yesterday when we played Meta.
Yeah,
my knife.
Yeah, let's not talk about it. You heard about this bug in the in-game bug and the Axie abuse that was happening.
Yeah, I heard that somebody or some people were abusing a bug in an Axie that essentially prevented other players from entering a game, but the game would still be running, so they'd get an automatic win, and people were boosting their MMRs and win rates to absurd numbers. So I like to see this from a developer, because this is probably one of the very few. This is one of the first bug abuses or cheating kind of things that I've seen in the crypto space. Where but I do like seeing that the team has taken pretty extreme actions, where anybody who's exploited this bug is essentially ineligible to receive any rewards from season 20. They have their Axies all locked for a week where they can't play with them, and the team that they used is banned for 1 full year, 365 days.
Each account that did that, they will literally forfeit the season 20 rewards, all of them.
Yeah, that's I mean, cheaters never prosper, guys. Do not cheat.
I have one more news for you, man. I know I myself, I'm a big hip hop fan, and you too, right?
I dabble. I mean, I'm definitely I lean more towards rock music, but that definitely, I can't say that I'm not a hip hop and rap fan. I am a huge
let me ask you differently. Are you a Snoop Dogg fan?
Yes, a huge Snoop Dogg fan. I don't think you're allowed to exist if you're not a Snoop Dogg fan. I don't think I've ever met a human being that doesn't like Snoop Dogg.
What's my MF name?
I always like to think that Snoop Dogg, it's no secret, the guy smokes a ton of weed, right? I feel like at one point in his life, I think he had weed so strong that he changed his name to Snoop Lion and went into reggae.
At the end, it's Snoop Dogg, man. He can do whatever he wants, right? Snoop Dogg may be the face of Web3 and NFTs. And dude, I'm telling you, it literally, I think so. Why? He has now also assets in Sandbox, and he joined Face Clan. Did you saw the tweet?
Man. Yeah, man. I heard he's now Phase Dog or Phase Snoop. Is it Phase or Phase Dog?
Face Snoop, Face Dog, whatever he is, man. I really, really like that he's part of this, man. First of all, I love his music, yes.
Of course. And his movie. Movies.
Which one?
I don't know, man. I like back
Yeah.
in Devon go to high school. It was insane. Like,
Soul
it was
Plane.
like the dumbest and best movie in the world. Oh, dude.
Soul Plane.
Oh, dude.
Anyways,
So good.
what this also happens, like I think it will open so much as well. Other artists, musicians, actors, they're coming right now also into this space. We know for a fact that, for example, I remember Deadmau5 had a concert in Minecraft.
Yeah.
This is gonna happen, man.
Oh, dude, I love this, man. I love more and more, when more celebrities get into gaming and stuff like that. I'm not talking crypto specific. I'm talking about all gaming, man. It just brings more attention and more love to the community, right? It brings more to it. Like people today look at gamers very, very differently to how they did 10 years ago and 20 years ago. Like it's like every 5 to 10 years, the identity, the public image of gamers drastically changes. 10, 15 years ago, when you thought about somebody who played games, you thought about, if you guys seen the episode of South Park where you got Make Love Not Warcraft, where you got that the dude that's just sitting,
Mom, toilet.
and the guy that's just like,
yeah. At the end, I love it. And as well, we know that he has now also, assets in Sandbox itself. He bought a big piece of land, and you can check that out on the Sandbox webpage, actually. There's a map. You can really see who all invested in Sandbox itself. So I really like it. I really, love the fact that so many people start supporting this industry, this crypto gaming, right? Or crypto in general, or NFT
gaming
space.
and crypto, man.
Yeah.
Gaming, crypto, and crypto gaming, all three. Like,
yes, and now the next step is like literally to create a proper bridge between traditional gaming and the crypto gaming space. So
the more celebrities get involved, the easier and the better it is, right? You got Snoop Dogg, who's both involved in traditional gaming with the FaZe Clan, and then with the crypto and metaverse type sandbox property. And then I heard somebody just paid like $250,000 to get land next to him. Like, that's awesome.
Thank you, Kareem. It was a pleasure, like always. For everybody out there, all the links to the content that we talked about is in the description down below.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please hit that bell notification so that you can be notified every time we go live or post new content. See you in the next one.